gonna do? Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pull out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Chills, my jewelry cold as chill. See the pain deep in my eyes, they know it's real. Yeah, been this way, right before the deal. Say this one for your photo real. Blessing after testing, I'ma show them skills. You ain't gotta tell me, I know I'm ill. Stories treacherous, I effortlessly show them skills. Yeah, how about it? You want it, you have it, you got it. Just skirt the lot. Go ahead, jump it, hop on it, hop at it. Rep for your bro, for your post, your pop, and your projects. Pain driven, itching, drumming. Hey, look how far we coming. Heartbeat for the streets, you can do it. Ain't built for the weekend. Sweet, this sugar, one man army, but get deep. Watch what you doing. I ain't damaged goods, damn it out the clay. You wish you could. I do this for the family. I might just blow my wheel. I'm keeping it so for real. Who feeling that glowing hill? I'm giving they souls the chills. My jewelry cold as chill.
By many accounts, Coach, one of the most underrated home venues in all of the NFL resides in the heart of Nashville, Tennessee, and that's where we find ourselves at Nissan Stadium. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Mike 80! Mike 5-4. Strip the ball. Strip that ball.
They'll run on first down. It's Simpson. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Now the first carry for Devin Singletary, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Throwing now is Allen. And his throw is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. But it's going to be 2nd down. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And that will be incomplete. On 4th down on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. He'll send this up into the Nashville skyline, and it's a good one. And they'll let this one go right on the outskirts of the 10. They'll down it at the 11-yard line. On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Nigel Bradham brings him down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Move. It's brought in by Adam Humphries. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process. Big conversion. They were backed up deep to start the drive, able to pick up the first.
So the goal is at least a first down here, right? Pick up a first down, give yourself some breathing room, and if you have to punt after that, maybe you've helped with field position and you've helped out your defense.
And avoided a 3 and out on their opening drive. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That was shades of Tennessee volunteer football back in the 80s with Charles Davis coming up from the secondary to make the tackle for a loss.
You mean my teammates doing that, right? Because they would tell you, my coach would say, where's that tape? I want to see that. But how about the complete package there? Not just playing the pass, but being a willing tackler and making a really nice play.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check 3. Check 3. Kill. 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 Go. Go.
Out of the gun. It's moved. And he's got him in. Corey Davis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
First down. First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. A first carry now for Kofani Muhammad. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Every year I go to the combine and marvel at the speeds that linebackers are running nowadays. They run like DBs. And let's face it, they know how to finish plays too. Eyes up, head up, run right through them.
On second down now, Muhammad. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
Brings up second and 11 at the 46-yard line.
Ready, set, watch out. Check Mike 54. Watch it back.
On second down, it's Henry. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another first and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. Second down. Delayed give there out of the gun. Defense was ready.
And I'm not a big fan of a draw play out of the shotgun formation because the quarterback's not having much action where he's getting away from the line of scrimmage. He's catching the football, making a little head fake.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive, quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Come off the ball. Check nickel.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Moon. And that's caught by Smith. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in this paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us.
But now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Good opening quarter for him. Remember, he had the sack earlier. Now a tackle for loss, another tackle for loss.
He's really making it tough on the play caller, though, isn't he? Because it's one thing to try and adjust when a guy is disrupting your running game. But when he's messing up your passing game as well, they may have to devote at least a second guy to him to try and keep him away from their plays.
We're scoreless after one. The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 10. Now Moon. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Corey Davis, 29 yards. As his guys are on the board first here tonight. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On 1st down, Simpson. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Now a timeout being called as there's an injured Titan down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back.
Let's go.
1st down, and they're going to throw with Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he get a good head of steam going.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
To throw, it's Allen. That one complete to Yeldon. A gain of 4 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. And that's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup if someone's trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
Allen fakes the give and keeps himself. Powell on the catch. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
That's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Check right 54, not 52.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. 5 yards gets them back near the original line of scrimmage as they'll be left with a 3rd and long.
C-19! Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert. Check. Hey, hold on. We got it.
From the gun, it's Allen. And Diggs has it. And, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. So off goes Allen, and on comes Stephen Hauschka for the Buffalo field goal. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
Watch the screen. Watch it. Right there.
On 1st and 10, Moon. Now they go screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. To throw, Moon. It's complete. This is Derrick Henry. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 1. From the gun, here's Moon. He completes it to Henry. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
21 yards. Well done on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Vic Beasley able to make the tackle. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up at the half, we'll hand things off to Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have scores from earlier today, plus a look ahead as well, so you won't want to miss that. A lot going on here in Week 1. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they...
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They keep it with Henry on first down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. A first down carry for Henry. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Moon. And incomplete here, so a little razzle-dazzle on that one, but they couldn't hook up, and it's third down. Call it no gain on the dump-off, and it's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6.
54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Go. Go.
Operating from the gun. Moon steps away to his left. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll be brought down at his own 10-yard line.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
On first down, Allen. And he finds Tyler Kroft. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout called. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Allen. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. So we've reached halftime here in our initial Sunday night telecast of the new season. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, we'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. Here's Moon. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them, don't they?
They get a little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Moon to throw. That's complete to Sharp. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Running from the gun with Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
At the 45-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Check. Switch it. Come on, switch it.
Play action. It's Moon. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, Singletary. And he's got room. There he goes left side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary, 58 yards, and the Bills have taken the lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
On 2nd down, here's Moon. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Ed Oliver, his second sack of the night.
A loss of 9 on the play. Brings up third down.
Throwing on third and long. Moon. It's caught. Humphreys. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And that will come the offense as they take over. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Simpson. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits, and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And the grab by Croft. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. Singletary on the toss play. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball, protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We're soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what, right?
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. A play fake, now Moon. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So their woes on offense continue. That's the 2nd pick thrown here in the 3rd quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised. But that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception. And now their task is even tougher.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Cole Beasley, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Mike.
They'll run here with Singletary. They get 6 here after the incompletion, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 4.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs there to make the grab. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Got a man. It's Brown. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
They'll run on 1st down. Henry. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it with Henry. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Now Moon. Open man is Davis. He's got it for the Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend, as his guys are back within a single score. So a big 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming for the Titans.
Set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone. Rush in. Rush in. Mike 54. 54. Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Watch the blood. Watch the blood.
Out of the gun. It's Moon. Flushed out right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite, but in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed, near the goal line, on a 2-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. A quick throw taken in by Diggs. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. And that's caught by Beasley. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They run it from the gun with Yeldon. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you?
Stephon Diggs! And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Hauschka adds the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. He chucks him aside.
Dumped him.
And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run. Got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters. No reason to lighten up now. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. 1st down, Titans, gain of 12. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Poyer.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Turnover that just got him the football back, obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't think, especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them
use their timeouts in this situation.
Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Watch the slack, watch the slack. Watch the slack.
So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And the scoreboard on their side, they're just looking to melt away these final couple of minutes and put this one in the left-hand column. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. It's a gain of 35.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run. A shotgun handoff down to Yeldon, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain there, and it brings forth a third and long. On third and long, it's Allen, and this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, fourth quarter. Maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
He's going to let it fly. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Nigel Bradham, the linebacker, right there on the coverage. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. Off the play fake. Moon. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give him 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Off play action. Moon. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Off the edge, Mario Addison gets the sack. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Now this one from about 2 counties over after the sack. They come up on a second and very long. This is caught at the 20. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
Right there, 54, right there, right there.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete.
After the incompletion, here's second and 10 from the 20.
Yeah, you don't want none.
Off the play fake. Moon. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. Early I'm up.